Welcome back to another episode of Creative Control with your boy Keon TCGC, the Creative Genius. If you ain't know what that means, you fuck with my intro. But nah, look, today we got a very special guest, someone near and dear, close to my heart, man. My left butt cheek, my right hand man, my twin,
Other half,
my other half, literally.
literally.
Kenaja, Nyrie, aka I don't know what you would let them know, man. You let
Yeah,
them
hey
know,
y'all,
man.
it's Kenaja Nyrie, aka Onyx. You know, if you know, you know. If you don't, you broke. Literally, but
Nah,
yeah,
that's funny. So yeah, man, this is my literal twin sister. Like,
out the same
but
cooch, man.
you know, a lot of people just don't know that we is twins.
Yeah, people either don't know that we're twins, or if like I don't know. A lot of people don't even know if like individually if we have like a sibling. Like if that makes sense. A lot of people don't even know that I have siblings sometimes, let alone a twin fucking brother.
Right.
Yeah.
And then like people from high school, like this one girl, she was like, she asked me like, did you and Kenaja date?
Oh my God. But I think that's because we moved around so much, like growing up. And we were just always just tight knitted. Didn't really, we would have friends, but like we were each other's best friend.
Yeah.
So like we just always hip to hip. We looked shit alike. So everybody was like, is that your boyfriend?
But
No,
nah.
this is my twin fucking brother.
Oh God. But yeah, like, so this podcast is basically about the idea is like
Wait, is this episode 1?
two. I did like a little trial
solo one?
episode, yeah. So yeah, if I don't got a guest, I'm gonna just come solo and just talk my shit. But basically, it's just like freeing your self and your mind from like, you know how society wants you to go to work and you know what I'm talking about, and just like that whole cycle of going to work, getting stuck in they
In
call it
the
the rat
matrix,
race, the
or, yeah.
matrix, yeah. So it's like kind of breaking out of that and using your creativity as that path. But you is somebody who is like me in that sense to where we just can't settle for less. Like we was just never going for the whole
Never.
9 to 5 thing. Like
Honestly, I literally worked. If you can name any place in Columbus, I probably worked there, and not for
for
long.
a week. Nah, when you worked at UDF, no?
I like
was
that
there for a
job
little
though,
minute.
because I actually enjoyed that job. It was just kind of crazy. Like it kept me on my toes. Different people coming in, different experiences. Fucking, I don't know. It was another story to tell when I got home from work.
Yeah.
You know.
I remember when you was working there, you was putting in work. Like you was working down there like 2 shifts in a day.
No, I had 2 jobs. Remember, I worked across the street
Oh,
at
yeah, at
Speedway.
Speedway, oh,
I was a
God.
manager at UDF, and then a motherfucking shift lead at Speedway right across the street. So I would
just
go
remember
there.
like you low-key inspired me at that time. Like she was going crazy.
Crazy.
Like, what was the reason for that?
I was saving to go back to school. Remember?
Okay.
But even in high school, I had 2 jobs. I worked at Route 21 and Chipotle at the same time.
Damn.
I would leave Route, go into Chipotle, and close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, it's not like you just don't want to work because you got the hustle in you.
Oh,
for
it's
sure.
in there for sure.
For sure.
It's just that the 9 to 5, somebody telling me what to do, somebody constantly trying to demand me when I know my job, I do the same shit every day.
Yeah.
So when somebody's constantly nagging at me, it's not me, because I literally, you tell me what I'm supposed to do, I do the same shit every day.
Yeah.
You coming in and nagging at me, it's you. Fuck you. I don't need this.
It's funny because on the first episode, I was saying the same thing. Like, I just don't like being told what to do. Like it's kind of like a stubborn thing. And it was this one point where I had to like really analyze myself and be like, okay, I gotta listen sometimes. Have you had that?
No.
The reason I even asked you because it seemed like you just don't be going ever. Like,
I don't ever go. I just kind of know my worth, and I always known like I have so many talents, and even though I had jobs, I knew one day this was going to come to an end where I'm just going to support my lifestyle 24/7. I'm going to make my schedule, even though like I do need to have discipline in my own career, like my own whatever my talent is that I want to make an actual job. I do have to discipline myself like that because you get comfortable. But
has it ever been a point where you was like where it kind of beat you in the butt, you being stubborn and not listening?
yeah, but what's crazy? It always turned me up. Like I done probably lost out on a good job because I took it for granted type shit. Lost it, got fired or some weird shit. Like when I worked at Eddie Bauer, that was actually a good job. But I got comfortable. I used to sleep my breaks was only 15 minutes. I used to sleep for an hour outside.
Outside.
One day, yes. One day I came out my car. They was like, you can just turn around and go home.
Dang. So they caught you?
They caught me. And I was actually really sad because I needed that job. And I was living with a roommate. So you know how that is. It's like pressure. Now I don't have a job. I got to pay my half of shit in like 2 weeks.
What did you do? No, it's crazy. Answer that question. No, I'm going to ask you that. What did you do?
I started working nightlife, bottle services. I started making more what I made in a week in a day.
Damn.
So I just went hard. I turned up doing hair. I was doing hair every day. And then on weekends, I would bottle service. And I ain't never went back since.
Yeah,
something
that kind of amazed me about you is like, you always find a way. Like, even when it comes down to the nitty gritty, you gonna find a way. Like,
oh my God, I would never forget this one time. Rent was due. I literally had $0 of rent. My rent was $9.97 at the time. I don't know how I did it. That next day, I paid rent.
That's insane. Like, what do you think it is? Like a faith in yourself, a certain belief, or like?
It's a faith, but you know what? I know people that will leave it to God and don't do no work behind it. You can't. I put it in God's hand like He has me, but I need to really haul ass and get the fucking. Figure it out. Yeah. But I always had that hustle. Like, I got to figure it out right now. I DoorDash.
I was about to say, what did you do?
I ended up DoorDashing. And the next day, I had 2 clients hit me up. I need my hair done right now.
Dang.
I locked them and I said, okay, well, I'm going to finish you in an hour. Somebody else just hit me up. I got to knock both of y'all out. And then I DoorDash until like 6 or 7 in the morning.
Dang.
I did overnight. So I started my day DoorDashing. They hit me up while I was DoorDashing.
Went home, did the hair.
Got back outside. Got back. I was going to have to DoorDash all night until I got it. I ain't going to lie.
Would you? Because I'll be saying this, like, I am blessed and highly favored. Like, I can
blessed.
tell.
I am one of God's favorite.
Yo, God.
I be by the skin of my goddamn teeth. And I still have, like, I done gave people my last because I know my hustle is so embedded in me and I can figure it out.
Nah.
Here, take it.
See, that's like...
It made it happen.
That's like another level of confidence in yourself. Like, I feel like a lot of people kind of lack that.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like everybody is highly favored. They just don't...
They don't tap in with themselves.
Yeah, they don't tap in with themselves.
But I think with us moving and, like, growing up, moving around all the time, we had a very good grip on ourselves and who we were. Because... Yeah. You gotta keep going to all these. You didn't have friends to rely on, and y'all feed off of each other. We just fed off of me and you, and I'm grateful to have you like that.
You know, I like. My fault to cut you off.
No, you're good. You're good.
I didn't realize that, like that. I don't even know how to really explain it, but I didn't know that about myself. Like, it was there. It's always been there, but it's like I didn't realize how like secure I was in myself. If that makes sense. Like, I don't know how you could be secure in yourself and not realize it, but I feel like I didn't really realize it. Like, in the sense as, like, I wasn't as expressive. You know what I'm saying?
That's the thing. I feel like you were scared to be judged in a way growing up. Like, you didn't want people to think that, I don't know what it was, what you didn't want people to think of you as, but there was always something that held you in. And I used to literally look at you like you were crazy. People come to school like, he's so quiet. And I'm like, no, the fuck he's not. And I would say that, like, he is the most funniest nigga in the world.
But it's still kind of like that. Like, I'm like really just now getting out of it because I'm really just like, all right, fuck it. Like, I can't keep doing this. Like, and I feel like in a sense I got social anxiety. But like, I didn't know that's what I had. And I didn't know why I was like that. But when I really did like sit back and think about it, it was like that fear of being judged. But what it really be is like, because it's like when you put yourself out for ridicule, it's like, that's like when your most valuable thing is you. You like, and
you're vulnerable.
It's like
you're putting yourself out there and people trying to shoot you down or have something to say about it. But that's also a great thing. Yeah, but I don't think I had that like level of just security in myself to where I could get ridiculed and still just be cool. I probably would have got crushed. Like, I don't know. Little me is like, and me now is a different me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's different. But like the way I move and the way I think about myself, it was always in that manner of like, I'm just me. I'm always gonna be good. Like, literally in high school, like I used to think that like I didn't know what the fuck I wanted to do. I just knew I was gonna be good regardless. Like, and that's something I just always thought. But I don't know.
It's a growing process.
But I think because I had social anxiety too, but I was like secure in myself. Like you either love me or you hate me. That was what it was. So like I would throw myself out even though I was scared. But like at the end of the day, I knew who I am. I was so secure. Like back in middle school, I was literally very much aware of who I am. But that I think bullying, not even bullying, because nobody could ever bully me, but like getting talked about, getting made fun of and shit like that. That kind of builds like a hardness.
Yeah, it's kind of that shit kind of good for you. Like,
it was good.
Yeah,
like
if
without that, I don't know. Like, cause there's not nothing somebody could say to me now that I never heard. But once I got to high school.
Yeah. So I think now that you said that, like with me is like I was fearing that ridicule, but that ridicule is actually what make you stronger yourself, like in a way. Damn, that's crazy.
For sure.
Yeah. Hold on, let me make sure this is it. Yeah, man. All right, and that's the reason why STB is so like close to my heart, because that's what that means to me. I feel like STB like helped me get more secure in myself. That's when we say secure the bag, we talking about securing yourself, and like just through that process of growing that business and stepping out, even with this video stuff, like that shit helped me get out my comfort zone and be more me. Yeah, like so that's why that shit is just so close to my heart, because it really was like it's part of my growing process type shit. But yeah, man.
Damn, there was something I was about to say. Oh yeah, and the thing with that is when you're secure in yourself and you know who you are and you put yourself out there, you attract your kind of people.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Like if you're trying to put up a facade, you're gonna attract people and they're not gonna stay there long because that's a fake you.
Right, and that was one good thing about me being so quiet. Like I wasn't so quiet with everybody. Like it was them certain group of friends, the niggas that I still hang with today, that I was just me around.
Yeah, and you was
so
comfortable.
Like I never really was that person who just acted a certain kind of way just to fit in. I would literally just be reserved and cool. And motherfuckers that fucked with me even still, even despite that. Oh, God.
You have to do too much. They just kind of gravitate.
It's off the energy.
Yeah.
And it was crazy. Like, in high school, motherfuckers I didn't even know used to come and be trying to dap me up. Like, what's up, Keon? I'm like, what's good? Like, nigga, who is this? Who is this, man?
That's funny as fuck. Meanwhile, like, I was the other way around. Like, I fucked with everybody, but only at a certain standpoint. You get what I'm saying? I was only close with, like, very, very few, Like,
yeah.
I don't know. I just felt like... it could be somebody just sitting at the table by themselves. I'm going to go up to like, hi, what's your name? Like, but just because I feel like, I think it was another, like realizing how you were, I would go up to people I felt like were kind of like you, just standoffish or like, and I just go like, hi, how, like just to get them out of that. Like,
right. And that's crazy because me seeing that within myself, I can tell when somebody else is that way. Like, you're not really like that. You're just putting that, you're trying to hide yourself.
Yeah.
So now I try to bring people out as much as I can.
So like, when I seen you were like that, I'm like, oh, anytime I felt that in anybody else, I just had that sense of I need to see who they are. And then, help guide them a little bit. Right. I've always been.
And that's like, around you, I don't know, it's just because we related, but like, it's just good energy. Like, you don't really got to think about that. Like, is that the same way when other people is messing with you? Like,
yeah, like
people are more able to be free with themselves around you.
I was just talking about this, like, since I'm so secure in myself and I don't care, like I'm weird as fuck and I don't care to be weird, and people kind of can relax in my presence and be who they are, and I don't judge nobody.
Right.
Nobody's perfect. I literally don't. You could do whatever the hell it is that you do. That you are you and I am me.
Oh, God.
And I'm gonna accept you with open arms, regardless of who you are. Right. So when certain people get in my aura and I just notice that they're being their self, I actually embrace it more. Yeah. Like, I don't know, I just kind of match it in a way.
But I think what it is, cause I said this on my first episode, is like society got a way of like putting down people for their uniqueness. You know what I'm saying? Facts. So like, when you get around somebody who just don't give a fuck, it's comfortable.
It's comfortable,
and that's just how I strive to be. Like, I still struggle with it though. Like, I want to express myself and just be weird, but I still be having that little...
Because other people's aura, you're not feeling comfortable. And then that's when you can't force it. Because I've been in situations like that where I'm like, I'm trying to be myself, but something is not.
Yeah, the energy off.
The energy off. I got to get the fuck out of here. And I would dead leave. Like,
damn. Oh, God.
I'm like, this is not my crowd. These are not my girls. If I have any uneasiness, and I don't know, my intuition too, she be a motherfucker. Like, once my stomach gets to feeling some kind of way, I'm not supposed to be here. Yeah. And I'll leave. And you probably won't ever hear from me ever again. It's a lot of people like that.
I feel that.
Cool people, no harsh, but like, That just wasn't it.
Yeah.
Not for me.
So I did want to get more onto like the creative side.
Mm-hmm.
So like, you into fashion, you do hair design, but I want to get on like the fashion tip because I feel
Fashion
like
tip.
fashion is kind of like a big thing in our family in general.
I think creativity in general is so broad in the whole family, like musicians, fucking hairstylists, people that's good with their hands putting shit together,
Hey, that's a
engineering, fucking hair, makeup, clothes. We got people that sew. It's
Yeah.
just we just came from a great bloodline of creatives. And we all don't give a fuck. And that's why
Yeah.
I love when mom's side we're all together. Nobody trying to put on
Yeah,
this.
nobody on God.
You got motherfuckers upside down, climbing on the wall, hanging from the ceiling. And you have the ones
Kids
that
bad as hell.
kids bad as hell. You have the ones that are quiet, but that's genuinely just how they are.
Yeah.
And it's okay. That's why I
for real.
love being around like our family, because I just always embrace that, and I always realize that, you know, everybody got weird things that they do, whether it's sucking on denim, sucking on rocks,
Right.
eating certain shit, picking
Big
ears.
oh God.
Like, we all got something. You just said, I don't know, just because the whole family was like non-judgmental, we were able to just grow into ourselves and who we were actually meant to be without the whole social, what is that? Social.
Like the, I don't know.
Yeah,
construct.
the Matrix, whatever the fuck that shit
Constructs,
called.
yeah.
Yeah, social constructs, like, yeah.
Damn. No, it's crazy because we do come from like a loving ass family. Like our grandma, our dada.
And it's
that's
so
a crazy
big, though.
lady.
I think that's where that come from. Like, because Mama got 6, Nana got 5. They got kids. Their kids, us, is starting to have kids. So, like,
Yeah.
we're just always being a big-ass family and so on. And
for
I'm just very appreciative of that.
All right, so explain your style. Like,
My style,
what would you consider?
I don't have a specific style.
That's crazy. Cause I'll be saying the same thing. Like, I don't got.
It's whatever I wake up and feel like
Yeah,
today.
oh God, what I like when I get dressed, I go off the feeling. No cap. Like how the clothes
feeling.
make you feel,
For sure.
or how I'm already feeling.
So, like, how do you get dressed, though? Like, are you like, I'm going to pick my shoes, pants, shirt, or, like, how do you go?
I don't really put too much thought of it. Like my best outfits be on accident. It'd be crazy.
You just throw some shit on that you see?
I think what do I start with? I don't know. Cause sometimes I think I like have it in mind, but I think if anything, I'm starting with the pants. If anything, and then go from there. Pants or shoes. But I've been getting into like layering stuff. I kind of been like, you know how motherfuckers try to match? I kind of ain't been really trying to match. Just
And it just be cohesive as fuck. But that's how you know you really got style, when it's not too matchy-matchy. I hate a matchy-matchy ass outfit. Like, you just really tried your hardest. Like, it wasn't effortless. It wasn't like, you know, you thought long and hard about putting this outfit on.
That's how you know it's just you just throw that shit on.
You just throw that shit on, and how you feel. Like, oh, okay. You might switch it up a couple of times, but it ain't a hard ass thought.
All right, let me ask you this. What is your ideal, like, lifestyle?
Ideal lifestyle.
Is it kind of like, you know, how girls, they want to be the basketball wife?
Fuck no. I always flip back and forth. I don't know, because sometimes I have a future with me just by myself, traveling the world.
Yeah, I feel
real
that.
boss, like a couple businesses, CEO of something. You get what I'm saying? I'm just like, low-key reaping the benefits of my businesses. I'm no longer hands-on anymore.
Yeah.
Have people working for me. With my cats, just traveling the world. But I do
With your
want
cats.
I do want a significant other, but like, I'm really so big on. I do have a significant other, but as far as like longevity, you really gotta find somebody where y'all's futures actually align and make sense. So when somebody's not stopping what they got going on to help the other person. But some people are comfortable with sacrificing theirs, but I just don't think I am. So I like to live with, like, you know, fuck with people in the moment and as far as we can go. But if it's starting to dial me back, or even if I feel like I'm dialing you back, I will let that motherfucker go.
Yeah. The way I kind of see that is like, I think we supposed to, I don't believe in that whole together forever stuff. Like, I think we supposed to meet at a certain time for whatever reason to learn from each other, and then when it's time to grow apart, it's time
It's
to grow
time,
apart.
but sometimes it's never meant to grow apart, and you just find your one forever. That's fine, but I just that's what, like what I said. When you find somebody, I'm here for the ride. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There is a destination, but sometimes we're going to take
Yeah.
two different exits.
Yeah, I think a lot of times people just be too attached
Attached, yeah,
to
and
each other. That should get weird. But I was gonna say, like, as far as the lifestyle thing, I thought about that too. Like, just really being a Rolling Stone, never really living nowhere, buying clothes
Yeah.
wherever I go. Like, not like no attach. Like, I be saying I live a non-attached lifestyle. So like,
you think you're like a minimalist?
I don't know, kinda. I would kind of say I think I got too much stuff to be a minimalist. But I feel like my ideal lifestyle is like me traveling the world, no real attachments. Like, I literally want to buy clothes wherever I go and give them away before I leave. And you know what I'm saying? Like,
But you know, like that kind of lifestyle, you probably can't have a family.
that's what I know. That's what I be thinking. Like, I can't really have no kids though. Like. So if I do ever do that, it probably just be for a little bit, few years.
Until
Or
you're
so.
ready to like really settle down
Yeah,
and
cause
buckle
like
down.
obviously it's so much out there. Like, it's so much world to
The
explore.
world is so big. That's
And-
why I'm so big on traveling now, bro.
Yeah, you be going crazy. We gonna get on that too. We gonna get on that. Like, it's so much out there. And what was I about to say? And like we not gonna get to see all of it in our lifetime.
we're not.
So my goal is just to see as much as I can.
As I can before I go
You think Momo been out the country?
out the country. No,
Yeah, that like I thought about the other day. Cause I seen like something on her. She like liked something on Facebook and it was a passport. It made me think like, has Momo ever been out the country? I'm like, nah, bro. We gotta do that. We gotta take her and Nana out the country, Africa or something. Like,
but
I just
that's gonna
imagine
come,
that in my
like
head.
later on in the road. You know, we're nowhere to be taking the whole family out. Even though that's the end goal, we just gotta really set.
Not
in
even the
and-
whole family, like, cause they getting old. You know what I'm saying?
Or like take them just.
yeah,
them.
just take them and just. Cause I literally imagine that shit on my. Just to see Momo laughing in Africa, right? Like through the
damn
safari,
elephant.
like that's different, bro. Like, but nah, you do travel a lot. So like, what made you want to just go? Like, you be gone. Like,
Mom, she embedded that in us. And our first trip was in Florida in middle school.
yeah, we went to
Papa's,
Orlando,
right?
right?
Yeah, Orlando. I seen it
Since
right
then.
then and there. I'm like, oh, and then like, you know, I'm into anime and stuff, and then like shows, they're traveling, and I'm like, oh yeah, the world too fucking big.
Yeah.
Like, there's people all the way across that other side living a whole completely different life.
Yeah, nah, for
I need
real.
to see that. I need to feel it, feel the
Yeah,
culture,
cultures,
the
on
food,
God.
the music,
Just
the
the
people,
experience.
just the
Just to
experience.
have that experience.
And every place I went was never like the other one, ever.
What's your favorite place you been?
Colombia.
Colombia. the
That
last
was my
one?
favorite trip. I don't even, and it's not even the people that I went with. Were good people, but just like the experience as a whole, the food, the culture, the just everything about it was beautiful. The weather was hot as fuck. I actually got burnt on my forehead.
Damn, from the
yeah,
summer?
it was like 95 straight, no clouds.
Damn. Yeah,
For real.
I gotta do that. I still ain't left the country. But
Yeah,
nah, I'm gonna get in that.
We
bag.
supposed to hit Tokyo
Oh, God.
this
No,
year.
we gonna do that. We gonna do that. But
But you know, we got lock in. So
would you say like the people are different, or like not far as culture, just kind of like as behaviors? 'Cause I was on YouTube earlier today, and I think they was in some like Spanish country, and the females literally looked like the females here. Like, they had the straight weave, they dressed the same, the makeup, they had the long eyelash. I'm like, they low key Americanized.
I would say like as far as being Americanized.
Not like just like people, because I heard somebody say like people is people wherever you go, like they the same way. I just want to know, like, would you say that?
No. To a certain degree, you know, because they're like just local people. Like they are just regular people, but like how I
they
really don't even
move.
know how to explain it though.
It's different though.
It's different. It's different. It's not the same atmosphere. Sometimes you do feel comfortable, like, but you could tell like this is not where I'm from, type shit.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but no, they are just regular ass people. So it's gonna feel like this is regular. This is where they just, you know, they live here. It's gonna be regular to them and new to us, but still, I wouldn't say. I think it's different. The atmosphere, the feeling of it is different.
I feel you. All right, man. So, what would you say, yo? I'm freestyling now.
Nah, you're
What would you say,
good.
yo, biggest pet peeve with like just like society's standards or just like a social norm that you don't really mess with?
A social norm that I don't mess with. Um,
It's a hard question.
that is a hard question, but honestly, I live in my own
Do you
bubble.
live in
I
your
ain't no
own world?
social norm.
You don't
I
even
can't
know what
really.
they is.
Yeah, I really don't even know what the
Nah, I
social
feel
norms
that.
are because I don't give a fuck about them. Don't apply to me, so why should I give a fuck? You
I
know,
feel you.
I don't really have no pet peeves because if you let a social norm like dictate, you know, like you
Right.
just falling in line because it's trendy or
Right.
you're a follower and you need to get your ass beat.
Yeah.
Be yourself.
But I think there's a lot of people like that.
It is a lot of people like that, but nah.
All right, man.
What about you?
Me?
Because it might trigger one in my head.
A social norm. Fucking all of them. I be thinking like, bruh, a lot of this shit is like, it's just not what it's an illusion. Like a lot of this shit is not really.
That's because of social media, though.
Yeah, and that is a big
It's a
part.
huge part.
But even like, I don't want to bring up religion, but that is one. Just like, I don't know, bro. I don't know. Just the whole life, like you get born, even like, but I be thinking crazy. Like we told we on Earth, but like, is that really what this is? Like we've been told how big the Earth actually is, and like you know how the map got different countries. Like who's to say that's not more to that than that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
who's
Pretty
to
sure
say
there's
like
shit that we haven't even seen.
yeah, it's just shit like that. Like,
Yeah.
but I don't know. It's like a comment. Well, relationship wise, I don't believe like I don't know how to put it. Like I don't think like people should just only be with one person. You know what I'm saying?
You said something earlier that was about to trigger me about fucking monogamy and polygamy. I forgot what it was, but I was about to say something about that. But yeah, what the hell?
But yeah, I just think
You don't ever want to be married and settle with kids and
yeah,
have a family of your own.
not that I never, but if I do, I might still have a girlfriend. You know what I'm saying?
With a wife and
A
kids
wife
at home?
and a girlfriend, or just a girlfriend and some more girlfriends, or just a girlfriend and just some y'all means. Cause that's how I think it's supposed to be. If everybody be honest with themselves, like this is a good example. When people say like you can't love more than one person, that's not. I don't think that's true. Like you can't when they be like you can't love more than one woman. Like nigga, I love my mom, my dad, my sister, you know what I'm
But
saying?
to
So
be
like,
in love is different than loving.
and I don't think. I think when you say in love, I think that's attachment. I don't think that's really. Cause a lot of times when people think they in love, they not really in love with that person. They in love with like either their idea of that person or basically how that person validates them and so and how to make them feel. Cause I think a lot of people are like scared to be alone or scared to die alone.
I don't know. I feel like being in love is an actual feeling. You know, I ain't
Okay, but
never.
what happened when that person like okay, say you in love with a dude, but that dude is not in love with you and he want to leave. Are you still gonna be in love with him?
You would still be in love with him, but he just didn't fall in love with you. That's a thing. You
Mm.
can't. I hate when people like. You can't put a time span on falling in love with somebody. There's somebody's going to always fall in love first before the other person, and that person might not ever fall in love with you. That's just how it is, you know. There's no time frame. There's no. I don't even know how to explain it, but it's a feeling. Everybody, once you start, you will feel it. I'm telling you, and then it's gonna be on your heart.
But I feel like if you was really in love, then why do people get into like arguments and fights and
Social media and shit, the internet.
the
It just made
internet
everybody
ain't
too
always been
accessible.
there.
But animals, let's take like swans, they will have a lifelong mate. They know that person's scent, smell, and they will literally mate together and fall in love. And if one, let's say the female swan keeps laying eggs, but they're not hatching. the male will seek out another female, and that female swan will literally die of heartache. They die of heartache.
Damn. Damn.
They do. And that's like when I was reading that on it was like a video on Facebook. I'm like, wow, love is actually real. And there's a lot of animals that pair and co-parent like that and fall in love with each other and can't live without each other or they die.
I mean, I think love is real, but I think love is like, I don't think nobody can make you feel love. I think like when you say you falling in love, that feeling is coming from you.
It's coming from you and how.
But people be like thinking that other person is the reason they feeling that.
No.
And then when that person leave, they think they leaving with the feeling, and that's when the heartache and shit come. But the love was already, you were already that love. You know what I'm saying? Like,
nah, in a way, I can see how some people would view it like that, but I don't think that's what it is. Because when you fall in love, it's you choosing that person. You are choosing that person, and you are.
But if a person really wanted to, they could feel that every day just because. You know what I'm saying? Like people wait for something from the outside to come in to make them feel that way or choose.
That's true.
Like when people say, I want to be happy, like, nigga, just be happy. Like choose to be happy.
Be happy every day. Wake up with a smile on your face instead of waiting for somebody to come in.
Yeah, like.
I don't know, but I don't think love is like that. Love isn't. I guess it is an emotion. Maybe it is like that.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm still.
But I feel like as long as you're in love with yourself before you fall in love with somebody else, you'll be okay. Like, I mean, heartache is heartache. You're gonna ache at some point, but like as far as being in love,
I think I love myself enough to where I don't really need nobody else to love me.
Yeah,
and I'm okay with dying alone. But you know what I'm saying, like. But in the meantime, I want to enjoy myself.
Yeah. And I think that's where you're just because you're in love with you're being selfish. That's
how
what it is.
I share the love. If I have 2, 3 of them, you know what I'm saying, I'm sharing the love.
Hell no.
I'm sharing the love.
No.
Like, I got enough love for all 3 of us,
No.
all 4 of us.
No.
See, that's the social norm I fuck with. Cause like, why can't I? But I can.
You can.
Know what I'm saying?
You just gotta find a woman with the same views as that. There's bitches that's into polygamy and. And there's actually women that have 2, 3 other niggas, like as her boyfriend, husband, and significant other. There's bitches like that. But
I believe in freedom. So like with me, even if I did do that, they would be okay to go have another dude if they wanted. Like,
so you just want like freedom in every aspect.
Yep. Non-attached
God,
lifestyle.
I'm playing.
You think I think I'm God? We can get on that if you want to. But I think it's all God. I think there's nothing but God. But yeah, man. Shit, we can wrap it up, man. What's like one piece of advice you would leave to somebody who want to take back control of their life, live the life on their own terms, and kind of just have that self-belief and trust in themselves? Or confidence in themselves.
I would say really take the time out to figure out who you are before you try to give yourself or your energy to anything else. Honestly, you can't really perfect the craft without knowing what you're capable of within yourself. Mm-hmm. So know yourself before you do anything or share your energy or anything like that. Yeah. Know yourself. Rule number 1.
Hey, man.
Because can't nobody tell you nothing once you know yourself. They're going to be sick at you.
No, that's a fact. Like you said,
man, I be shaking the room because I know myself so well. That should be.
Bro, like I said, they either going to love you or hate you. There's really like no in between. Like,
it's not.
And
I've been in like rooms like where I would just walk in and like, you know, without me even doing or saying too much, the room feel me. Yeah. They feel me. And some bitches be mad. Some bitches gravitate towards me. You know,
that's why your ass be fighting all the time.
All the time, and I swear to God, I never started one fight.
Damn.
Nope. I just was literally just turned up in my own group, and it was some mad ass bitch or.
And you be the one they target. Like,
I be the one every time.
That's crazy.
I'm 1,000 other girls, and I think it's also because I'm smaller, but. I be the target every time. I'm I'm about to show your dumb ass.
Yeah, she is not the one.
Not the one.
She is not
I actually
the one.
be happy when they choose me. Like, you chose the right one.
Yeah, she is not the one.
Not the one at all.
Hey,
but
man.
yeah, know yourself. You can't. It's gonna take you as like farther than you ever realize.
Where can they find you at? Where can they follow you?
Oh, y'all can follow me on social media on Instagram at KENAJANYRIE, and what else do I be on?
TikTok.
TikTok is the same. Okay. So yeah, TikTok and Instagram.
Yeah, man. Follow my twin, my sister. And that's been another episode of Creative Control. You already know how it go. I'm about to pull up on your,
Ho.
Yeah. Gone.
Hey, we out of here. Cut it.